All right, all right, all right. We should be live. Let me check. Let me check. You guys know how we do it. All right. Okay. That's that there. We don't want to be listening to no talking though. Okay, I don't see it there. Let's go again. All right, so looks like we are live. Man, let me turn it off. Let me look at it here for a minute. Yeah, looks like we're live. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, guys. Yeah. All right. So what's up, guys? This your man Orville J. Parker, aka Coach, guys. I'm the founder and owner of Modern Frontier Publishing, which is a publishing company that's focusing on preparedness, self-reliance, and freedom. And I'm also the founder of Trade Hippo LLC, which is kind of like a trading company. Let's keep it like that, like a trading company, where for years I done bought and sold using that particular brand. Okay, and I'm also the host of the Freedom After 40 podcast, guys. And this is something that podcast. Some of you guys probably heard about it. Some of you guys didn't. I think I put out about 4 or 5 episodes over on TikTok, and I think I did it on YouTube. We worked on that ideal and that concept for that podcast. I think that was at the end of last year or the beginning of this year. And guys, one thing you're going to know about me is that I am what you call a builder, right? So I jump in and I'm in the process of building out a lot of different things and going kind of deep on things. And that's and if you understand it, then you understand how I move. Like I spent a almost 5 to 7 months working on some software and figuring out some software that I was white labeling and that I was going to make available to customers and clients via the white label. Got in with that, and that started me down a path of understanding that I didn't just need to work with that software. I needed to learn several different other platforms and then make all these platforms available to my potential customers down the road once I started the marketing. So that led me down a rabbit hole. So I have some software that I was putting out called Creative Vibe AI, but it's called Dealmaker AI right now. But then I've also got well versed in other platforms such as Podio, Stand Store, and also Systemi.io. So these are the different software, all-in-one software platforms I would be offering to customers or returning customers on, because I done spent the 2 years learning how to work all those softwares. And so now instead of me just focusing on my software, I can make money and leverage other $1 million platforms out here. So that's that. Now, also, I launched my publishing company at the beginning of this year. And we spent literally this year learning, putting together framework systems, learning how to create training. And we did this by, if you know anything about me, I leverage AI. So when I say we, I'm talking about my AI team. I don't have any human contractors, any human employees. All my staff is AI. And the cool and the crazy thing is my AI talk just like human beings. If you were to hear my AI talking right now, you would swear that I was talking to a human being. All right. That's the really cool thing about AI. So one of the things I've been working on is figuring out this whole concept of leveraging AI staff. So I work with AI, and my AI has personalities, has expertise, just like a human being. And so we work as a team, me and my AI staff. And so we built out, man, I know 20 plus courses and trainings this year. And I learned a lot in the process about how to build trainings and courses, and different support materials like checklists, different modules, challenges, and things like that. And yeah, we did a lot, man. We did a lot. And the crazy thing is, when it was all said and done, it was probably the best way for me to go through my learning curve. because I'm the kind of person where I like to learn experimental. I like to be doing it. I'll read about it, I'll study it, but then I like to put my hands on it and do it. And so I spent a year, man, working with my team on creating content and also creating trainings and frameworks. And guys, I like to say that I've got pretty good at doing it. And it's crazy what you can do once you start leveraging AI. Because my AI, let me kind of frame something for you guys. My team is like a team of experts because I leverage the highest level of LLMs. I leverage ChatGPT, I leverage Claude, and I've built out these team members with this in mind. I've trained my AI, and these are things that I might end up teaching you guys later on. But your AI is already at like a PhD level. All right. And if you have an AI that you've trained in marketing, one in content creation, one in editing, just the different, you literally have a team member that's at a PhD level in each one of those categories without any additional training. But now, if you take your AI, say like I have a AI team member that's my marketing specialist. Now I can go in and I can train my AI further by feeding it courses and trainings around a specific thing. So let's say, for instance, like if I wanted my AI to level up in copywriting, I can go out there and find some of the greats in copywriting and get their books in PDF format, or figure out where their YouTube channels are at, their blogs, their newsletters, and things like that. And I can actually have my AI consume all the books, all the trainings, all the reports, all the case studies, the blog, the podcasts, the YouTubes, and my AI would literally level up with that knowledge base and become a super AI in a sense. And now, if you really want to have some fun, you go out and find multiple experts to train your AI off of. And it's kind of like having your own version of those experts in a hybrid format. And that's kind of what I did. So when I tell you guys, I can come out, and I'm probably going to do it later on, man. Come out with a full training on how to do what I've done. But my AI writes my courses, edits my courses, writes all my sales copy, my posts, my funnels, my emails, help me design all my landing pages, to do all my follow ups, all my training. My AI even helped me write the scripts for my podcast intros. I go over to 11 Labs and I use their software to create the intros. Then I take them back to my AI. My AI mixes it down like a sound engineer. Guys, when I tell you that I have leveraged my AI. And we know what's crazy too? Since me and my AI have been working together for so long, my AI has really got to know me and it's stored all this interaction over the last year and a half, right? And I got to really know my AI. So now we are so streamlined that we can get so much done so fast and way better than what we could 2 years ago. That it's interesting. It's interesting on what we're doing and what we can do. Okay, so let me show you guys some of the stuff that I've put in place. Now you guys know that with the publishing company, this is new, but it's not new. So what I did was I said, okay, look, I wanted to focus on helping Generation Xers, people who were my age that look like me. All right. So anybody from the age of 44 all the way up to retirement age. I want to help those individuals that get self-reliant and get free. Okay. And so when I looked across it, I said, okay, I want to do this whole prepping and preparedness thing because when I looked up, I didn't have anything in place for these major disruptions. And so that led me down a rabbit hole on that. And at first, we were going to lead with that. And as I got to working on it, I was like, okay, now it's cool for me to go ahead and do this for myself. It's cool for me to create this training, but I don't want to lead with this. I don't want to be always talking about doom and gloom type of situations. What I want to do is I want to create a training so everybody can take this training and they can get up speed and go from somebody who's not prepared to getting their families prepped and systems put in place for their families to be able to deal with major disruptions. Okay. And then that's when we started looking at adding the other legs of the stool, which was self reliance and freedom. Right. And so I started saying, okay, what I want to do is I want to create a brand, all right, that's going to offer these three legs: preparedness, self reliance, and freedom. And I want to be able to talk about a lot of cool things, showing Generation Xers how to take back control of their lives. You know, how to get out here and figure out how to make some money outside of your 9 to 5, outside of the system, all right? How to hack that and become independent, okay? But then how to start rethinking what we call life, all right? Rethinking how we live. You know, do we have to live traditionally, just like in our homes in the suburbs? Or can we do some very unique and cool things? You know, right now, a lot of Generation Xers are becoming mobile, van life, RV life. They're traveling around the country. They're saying, okay, look, I don't want to stay in one fixed location. I want to move around. So a lot of them been selling their homes, or a lot of them been keeping their homes and buying RVs or vans and things like that, and getting out and enjoying the country. Okay, but then some have even went to another level, right? They said, okay, I'm not just um, content with traveling the country. I want to travel the world. So they're doing travel hacking. You know, you go to places such as Vietnam, Philippines, Thailand, and you can take what you have over here, your resources, and you can live like a king or a queen over there. You could do so much over there for way less, right? So some people are making a transition and they're moving from the states to overseas. Some people are doing more like a hybrid. They're doing half and half. Okay, and one of the things that we teach in the bundle that we have, our freedom bundle, is we teach you how to build out this hybrid, right? But the way that we teach it is you have a home as your home base. You might go out and get you a pull-along camper or RV, or do the whole van life thing to travel around the country. And so you'll be away from your home base. Then you come back to your home base to energize and do things like that. And then also, you might say 2 to 3 months you want to be out the country. And so you plan for that. But now the cool thing is that that freedom is out there. And that's the kind of ideals and concepts and frameworks that I'm going to be introducing to you guys through Modern Frontier. It's showing you guys how to look at your life like a landscape. You know, a frontier has always been the end point before you get to the next point. When you think about like back in the cowboy days and stuff, you know, they had the cities and stuff, and everybody wanted to go out and tackle the frontier, go past that limit, right? And so in today's world, man, so many people have been challenging our preconceived limits, you know, and things that we thought we had to do, we don't have to do anymore. And I'm going to show you where a lot of this really changed for a lot of people is when COVID happened. When COVID happened, man, we was introduced to a different world. And the crazy thing was that once we came out of that whole situation, what people thought about how you live, how you work forever changed. You know, people that were living like in big cities like California, New York, and things like that, and was living with that high cost of living, they saw that during that pandemic, that man, they could go and they could work remotely, right? They didn't have to be geographically located in their same area as their job. You know, since most of them worked via computers and systems like that, they started leaving the big cities, man, and moving away. A lot of them started going in, renegotiating their contracts with their employers and telling them, look, you know, I want to be able to work remotely. I don't want to have to come back into the office. And if you allow me to do this, this is what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to take a lesser salary because now I can go somewhere and live somewhere different for a less amount of money. So I'm willing to take a pay cut. And a lot of companies did it, man. They said, okay, we get to forego having to have all this infrastructure, all these buildings, offices, and all these resources to house all you guys. and we can let you go work remotely as long as you do what you're supposed to do. You can have this kind of like this freedom lifestyle, and we can get what we want, and you can get what you want. And guys, that started a revolution, man. When I say it started a revolution, it started a revolution. And this is the thing about it, though, and this is what I get so excited about, is that a lot of people in the tech industry, a lot of people like in sales and things like that, they figured that out. But a lot of your everyday white collar, even your blue collar people, man, they went back to work. They went back to work because they said, okay, my job is not one that will allow me to be able to work remotely. I gotta physically be there. But this is the thing that that this is how I think about this, and this is the thing that they forgot about that. And I always tell my wife this, and I tell everybody else this. It's never just A and B. This option and that option. That is never the case, man. There's always a C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. All right. But this is the problem. A lot of us have been so conditioned to only think very narrow, very limited. A lot of us have put blinders on in our lives. We've never exposed ourselves to an alternative ideal or reality or choice. If society or the system tells you this is what you got to do and this is how you got to get it, a lot of people don't challenge that, man. A lot of people don't challenge that. So they go through life, man, living a life of desperation, one of unfulfillment, because they've never challenged the narrative. They never challenged the reality. Think about this right here. And I used to tell my little cousin this all the time. A lot of people live in areas that they don't want to live in when they don't have to live there. All right. You hear people say, man, I wish I could live in this state instead of my state. And so the thing I asked them is, then why don't you move? Well, I can't move because of my job and because of my this and this and this. And I tell them, so you're choosing to live where you live in. It's not that you can't, but you're not willing to do what it takes to move. But at the same time, that's an easy problem to fix because all you have to do is be willing to do what you're not willing to do right now. And when you really think about it, when you look at your life, man, if you don't like what you see in your life, that's your fault because there's very few things in life that you have to do. Usually, it's a matter of choice. We're choosing to do it. All right. And the thing that I want to stress to you guys, and one of the things I'm going to try to push forward with everything we're doing here at Modern Frontier Publishing is we are going to try to create content, guides, and frameworks that expose you guys to alternative ideals, alternative strategies, alternative frameworks and systems and formulas that people are using to get prepared in life so they don't get caught unexpectedly, to become self-reliant, and then to get free out here, man, to get free. And I'm gonna tell you guys a sad reality, and this is something I done kind of seen, man, is that a lot of us live in self-imposed prisons, all right, and what we call ruts. And you know what a rut is, don't you? A rut is a grave with both ends kicked out. You can't even get out of it. You're just stuck, right? And it's not you stuck because of lack of opportunity or lack of information out here. All right. You're stuck because you choose not to think and not to think differently. All right. So think about this, guys. The world we live in today has so much opportunity for the average person. Technology is cheap. Social media allows anybody to be able to jump online and to grab attention, to grab an audience. With everything digital now, we could sell digital products online. And guess what, guys? We can create the products. We can buy the products. We can secure the products. And we can literally sit down in the comfort of our home or on the road using a cell phone, right? Using this little device here, man, that all of us have in our pockets. and we can build a business, a lifestyle, and a freedom machine that allows for us to get free, to untether from the system, and to go out and create our own version of life. But a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't choose it. And some of it is that they, like I say, conditioning. Some of it is that people just don't know. All right. And that's where I come in at. That's where our brand come in at. Is that we want to show you guys that you can go out here and you could take a balanced approach to life, and you could be holistic in a sense on how you look at your life, and you can get out here and do things that you thought you couldn't do. You know, you just have to first of all be exposed to the information, then you have to be given a blueprint, and then you have to be willing to go out there and execute and take action on that information, right? And yeah, and so that's what we're going to be doing here, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the things that we got done so far, some of the things that I'm rolling out. You guys know that I have the Modern Frontier Publishing official website up, official bookstore, and I'm gonna kind of take you guys to that. And give me a minute here, guys. So we've got a lot accomplished so far that I'm excited about. All right. And we're chugging along with the brand, man. And you guys have been able to watch me build out this brand and develop this brand out, man. Okay, so you guys should be looking at my desktop. All right, so what you're looking at right now is the Modern Frontier official website. So you come over here and we have our different guides here. And right now I think we have 6 guides that we have up and published here. You come here, you look at it, you click on learn more, it opens up, and you can scroll down. You get a lot of information about what you're getting. If you want to buy it, you can click buy now. Takes you over, and you can purchase it, right? And you can purchase it using different resources to do that. All right, which is really cool. You click on new payment method, and if you want to use like a different payment method, you can do that. All right, but all our guides are over here, which is really cool. So we have that up there, so we're able to get that done. Okay, now we have another store that we set up, and I'm gonna get you to you guys here. All right, let's see, can I get back to it? Okay, so the Modern Frontier Publishing Store, you would access that through that. Now this one here, you would access through my Stand Store link, or to soon my learndigitaltoday.com URL is when I point to this one after the day. All right. Now this one is set up for our live selling. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of show you how it's positioned here. So give me a minute. I'm gonna do this here. Okay, because if I minimize it like this, it shows you how it looks on mobile. All right. So this one is set up for us to be able to sell on mobile. All right. So give me a minute. Make sure we're still there. Okay. All right. So this one is set up for us to be able to sell on mobile. Right, I lost my window again. All right, there we go. Okay, so on this one here, the learndigitaltoday.com URL is going to point to this after the day. And this is the one I'm going to be doing for my live selling, because this week, before the week's over, we're going to be going live. We're going to be going live every day throughout the day, talking with folks, teaching, and selling the guide live. All right, so we're going to have this show. Okay, so you come here, picture of me, and then you're going to see 2 things here, but it's eventually it's going to be 3. So right now, when you come here, um, I'm giving away the Freedom Formula, which is my free report that I'm giving away. Okay, and that's a really really cool report. Let me pull it up for you guys and show you what it looks like. All right. Now, guys, this is all on the fly because I didn't plan for this. All right. Oh, I can do like this right here. Let's see. So Freedom Formula. Just saw it. Okay. So here it is here. So when you opt in, this is what you're. That's the wrong one. Okay, that's not the PDF one there. Here it is. Here, I think this is it. Yeah, this is the one here. All right, so when you opt in, this is what you're going to get access to when you opt in. Okay, this is a free report where I break down a framework that anybody can use today to start making money giving away free information. Okay, that's what that is there. Okay, so that's what this person gets when they okay, give me a minute. All right, when they put their information here. All right, now here is our flagship ebook, Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. So you click here and you go to our sales page, okay? So I'm gonna kind of open this up so you guys can see what that sales page looks like. All right, you come here and this is the sales page that's selling that ebook, okay? And then a person could buy it there, okay? So that's my other um, that's my other funnel, right? But now we have a bundle that we created, and I just got to go in. We finished up on it today, and it's called the Freedom Bundle. So the report is free. The ebook, Launch the Content Creators Blueprint, is $50, and then the bundle is going to be 120. But with that bundle, you're going to get Faceless Fortune also too, where I show you how individuals all around the globe are building out business empires, man, without ever showing their face online by doing faceless theme pages and things like that. We got that, and then we just created a new training that we've just finished up with today that we're going to be adding. All right, we're going to be adding that to the mix today, and that's going to be really cool. But it's breaking down and showing you guys how to go mobile, right? How to do everything that we were talking about doing as a freedom seeker, you know. And so we got that one. We got a couple other bonuses. So it's going to be 3 courses and I think 2 bonuses inside that bundle pack. And that bundle pack is going to be $120 when we get done. All right, it's going to be $120, and we're going to have that for sale by the end of the day. By the end of the day. Now, that's that. So new funnels coming. All right. And then those are the updates there. Now, also, last but not least, guys, you guys know that I worked on a podcast called Freedom After 40, and I did about 5 episodes on it. I'm going to see if I can let you guys hear the. Let's see if I can let you hear the audio on it. Now, sometimes I know it records, sometimes it don't, but we're going to see. We're going to see if we can do that. All right. I'm going to see if I have it on here. Okay. Now, I'm not real sure if this is the right intro. That's the outro. All right. I think I have it on here. Let me see. Okay. So it might not be the right intro. I might have to pull it up on the computer. I think if I play it here though, I think you guys can hear it better here. All right, but I don't know which one of these are the right intros. Let's see. So that outro was at that time there. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull it up on the computer. We're gonna see if we can do it on the computer. Okay, which I don't think we could do. All right, here. Let me play it. Let me see if I can play this here. I can listen to it because I got several versions of it. Okay. Welcome to Freedom After 40, the show for Gen Xers ready to create income online, escape the 9 to 5, travel the world, and live life on your terms. Here's your host, Orville J. Parker, aka Coach. Not a guru, just a fellow Genxer, a few steps ahead, who guides you through the mindset shifts, money moves, and digital strategies that help you leave the grind behind and start living free. If you're tired of feeling stuck and know there's more life to live, this show is your roadmap to building the second half comeback you deserve. Let's create, escape, travel, and live. All right, so that's the intro. Now, this should be the outro. Okay, let's listen to it.
Thanks for tuning in to Freedom After 40, where it's never too late to build something new. If today's episode hit home, do me a favor and share it with a fellow Gen Xer who's ready to make their move. And don't forget to grab your free Freedom Blueprint at learndigitaltoday.com. It's the first step to designing your new life. Until next time, keep building, keep dreaming, and remember, freedom isn't a fantasy, it's a plan.
All right, guys. So hopefully, I'm gonna check out the video. Hopefully, you guys were able to hear that. If not, then I'll do some editing, so you guys can be able to hear it. But we got the podcast, right? And so I'm gonna be working on the podcast. Let me show you what the graphics look like on it too. Okay, guys gonna have to bear with me because I didn't plan this out either. All right, so we're doing this all on the fly. All right, let me see if I can find it. All right, maybe it'll be under this. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right, yeah. So give me a minute. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, here it is. So here is the. Let's pull it over here. We're gonna bring this in. Okay. All right. So you guys should be able to see that. All right. So that was the cover that we created for the podcast. All right. Freedom After 40: Create, Escape, Travel, and Live. Okay. That's the branding for it there. And so I'm excited, man. I really am. I really am. I think I did about 5 episodes of this when I was developing it out. And it's going to be really cool because this is going to be the podcast. But then I also think that this is going to be what I'm going to do these videos up under. The Freedom After 40 also, too. I think I'm going to do these videos under the same brand. This is what the YouTube channel will be about. Because, let me go ahead and get rid of this. Because everything I'm doing, guys, is being geared towards my ideal customer, which is that guy or gal that's 44 and they want to get free. They want to get away from that job, man. They want to make more money and they want to be able to start living life according to how they want to live it, whether that's going and traveling, whether it's just being home and working from home, more time with the family. Maybe this might be launching and creating a homestead, but they want to be free, right? They want to be free of that job, making their own money and living free. And that's what we're going to be talking about. And that's what we're going to be teaching here at Freedom 40. You know, I can't teach you how to go out and make millions or anything like that. But what I can teach you is the things that I've been able to learn over the years that put you in a position to be able to go out and make some money. So I could share with you guys about content. I could talk to you guys about how to create products, how to do that. And I could talk to you guys about how to research and how to be able to go out there and find products that's done for you already that you don't have to create, and show you how other people are making money running these plays and these systems to get free. I can do that. And that's what I'm good at. When you think about Modern Frontier Publishing, think about us as a research company. We go out, we check what's being done out there, how it's being done. We figure out what's the meat and we get rid of the fluff. And then we create a framework off of our research to show you guys what other people are doing. So that way you don't have to be out there trying to figure it out yourself. You don't have to go through that curve of knowing what you don't know that you don't know, right? We go out, we have really good systems that we've developed out that allow us to be able to identify trends, things that are being done out there, to be able to go in and do really good research on it, but then to be able to analyze the data, right? And then extract what we need to extract from it, and then compile it into a format that could be easily consumed by you, right? So that's what we do. So when you think about our freedom guides, that's what I want you guys to think about. I want you to say, okay, well, this is Orville, and I'm going out doing the research, compiling the data, and presenting it to me. So I have a start point that's way further down the road than what I would have been if I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay? So that's very, very powerful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get off here, but I'm going to challenge you guys to go to the link in this video. Go over there. I got a free report called the Freedom Formula. Go over there and download that free report. And then, guys, if you're looking to go ahead and get started, you say, okay, well, I've been listening to your videos, man, watching you for a while. I need to figure out how to start making some money. Then I'm going to challenge you when you go over there to that link that's in the comments. Down at the bottom, you're going to see my ebook, Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. You guys want to go over there and you want to go over there and you want to buy that, right? You want to buy it. It's over 210 pages. I break down a lot of different frameworks in there. We actually compiled that ebook from different courses we had created and different trainings, and we put it all in one thing, right? So it doesn't necessarily read like a training manual, but it's a collection of different trainings and frameworks that allows for you to be able to go in there and pull out the one that you want to work with at the particular time and be able to start running that play with it. And I'm gonna kind of show you guys what it looks like, and then we're gonna get on out of here. All right. So give me a minute. Let me go in here and pull it up now. All right. I think this one here will be our copy. All right. So you guys. All right. So this is the ebook here. Now, one of the cool things about all our ebooks is that we create them in two different formats, PDF and EPUB. So with a PDF, if you're on your computer, kind of like I am, you can sit on your computer and you can read it. You can read it just like you would read an ebook online, right? You can read it just like you're reading a ebook online. So like if you want to sit here and if I wanted to read this, I could read it. Okay. But another cool thing about a PDF format is it allows you to print it out. So you can print it out by the pages, by the chapters. You can print the whole ebook out. And then you can sit down and read it like you're reading a book. You can make notes, highlight, mark it up. Okay. But another thing is that we have the ability of injecting a lot of good training and content into this format without you having to print it out. But if you choose to print out, you can print out. But now the EPUB version of it is set up to it has what they call a responsive design to it. So regardless of what device you're looking at it on, it adjusts to that device. So with that stated, you don't have to worry about going in and zooming in like you do with the PDF, trying to read it because the text is big. All right, so you can just read it on your cell phone, on your tablet, and that's responsive. So that's EPUB, and then we do PDF. But now another cool thing about when you purchase one of our guides, we're giving you free lifetime updates. So as we come out with newer versions of that publication, or we add on to it, or create bonuses that we're giving away with it, every time we do that, you're going to be able to go back and download the latest copy of that. So you're going to always have updates for that. Now, last but not least, when you purchase one of our guides, you get access to our affiliate program. And you might be saying, okay, Orville, why is that important? That's very, very important because what our affiliate program allows you to do is to earn while you learn. All right, to earn while you learn. Let me explain to you. Some of you guys are going to come here. You're going to say, okay, look, Orville, I want to get started with content. Man, I want to be able to sell some information down the road, get into this whole e-learning thing. Or I have a book I want to write, a recipe book, a training, a checklist, something that you want to sell, a digital product. But you're not there yet. You're not ready to do it yet. So what we done was we said, okay, well, look, we know some of you guys are going to need to get in here and make some money right now. You got to pay bills. You're over mortgaged on your expenses. You got more month than money left over, and you need some money, right? So one of the coolest things that we're able to do for our potential customers is that as soon as you purchase the ebook, you're going to get access to what we call an affiliate link. And an affiliate link is very powerful because it allows for you to be able to take that link now and start sharing it with your social graph. And anytime somebody comes to our website and purchase that guide, we're going to pay you a 50% commission. Now, let me show you how you would do this. Okay, So inside of Launch, we have a framework in there called Transform and Create. And basically, it's a 90-day framework that shows you how to go in and start making improvements in your life. So, like in the case, you're going to be learning what you're learning inside of Launch. You're going to learn how to create content, then how to start thinking about selling what you know. All right. So, what you would do is with the Transform and Create framework, you would say, okay, I'm going to go on this 90-day journey. And what I'm going to do is start going through this training, and I'm going to document my whole process, what I learn, what I do, my wins, my losses. And I'm going to share something every day with my social media graph. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so let's say for instance, me Orville, I just bought Launch today, the Content Creators Blueprint. All right, so the first thing I'll do is grab my affiliate link and say, okay, let me sit down. I only have an hour a day to be able to work on studying and a business, and so let me kind of plan this out. And then this is what I'll do. I'll go to my social media and I'll say, hey guys, check this out. I'm looking to try to start making some more money. I want to pay down some debt. Me and the spouse, or me and the who, we want to be able to go out and get us one of those pull-along trailers, one of them pull-along campers, hook it to the truck, and then in a year from now, we want to start traveling. We want to start traveling. In 2 years from now, we want to be able to fire the boss, right? And so what I'm gonna do, guys, is over the next 90 days, as I'm getting going with this, I'm going through this training and starting to put together the pieces that I need to put together to do this. I'm gonna jump on here every day as an accountability post and share with you guys what I'm learning, what I'm doing. Okay. And so every day I'm gonna bring you guys a short video, it might be a minute long, it might be 3 minutes long, sometimes it might be 5 minutes long, where I'm just sharing something with you guys. So what that's doing is, first of all, you're putting it out there in the world. You're letting everybody who follow you know that you got this publication, that you fist to go through it, and you're going to be documenting your transformation. All right. And then you're going to do it every day. So every day you're going to put a piece of content up. Now, this is where the business in the box part come in. We gave you that affiliate link, right? So inside of Launch the Content Creators framework, we talked to you about affiliate marketing and how to take that link that shares a product that you didn't have to create because it's a done for you product. And we show you how to share that link in or around your content. So in our case, we'll tell you, okay, put it as a link in your bio and then put it in the comments of a post. So today, hey guys, today I went through Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. It talked about creating content. And so what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna focus on sharing with you guys my weight loss journey. I'm gonna get myself in shape because I know if we want to travel, we want to be free, that I need to be healthy, right? So this is what I'm planning on doing. And oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you want to get access to that ebook that I got, that I'm going through, that I'm doing this case study through, that has a lot of good information in, guys, check out the link in my bio or check out the link in the comments. That's all you got to do. And every time somebody purchases that ebook, guys, you make $25. So now your daily content, your journey is monetizable. And how many followers did you have to have? How many followers did I say you need to have to do that? 0. You can do that from day one with 1 follower, 2 followers. And this is the thing that I like to stress, guys. This is something you're going to learn inside of Launch the Content Creators Blueprint. We stress transaction more than we stress vanity metrics. I don't care about your engagement. I don't care about your views. What I care about is how many people purchase from you. How many people are you able to convert into some dollars, into some money? Okay, and that's what we want you to focus on. All right. So hopefully you got something from that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this video. And again, guys, I'm very excited about what we're doing over here at Modern Frontier Publishing. We're showing you guys how to bridge that gap from your dream, your vision of being free, being self-reliant, to your reality. And we're showing you how to go from reality to that. All right. And the first thing you need to do is take action, man. You need to get the information. All right. So run over to the link that you're going to find in the comments of this video, or the link in my bio, to get access to that free report. All right. The Freedom Formula. And then if you're ready to go, you say, okay, or if I got my finger on the go button, I got my finger on the gas, I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Then go ahead and purchase, Launch the Content Creators Blueprint, and go ahead and get started. God bless.